Okay, so I thought that since I had a good game in Leo really recently that I'd go over a couple of things just because to make a video and I'm back. I wanted to say that even in the meta, like, the Leo doesn't really care about the meta because it never really changes. It has no armor, it has a great gun, and this is just how I run it. I have a lot of premo because why not? Like, you've a shit ton of ammo. And that being said, I also don't really fire that much HE, but that's fine. Rammer because you have mobility. This for shell velocity, and this because aiming. And if you do that, then your aiming time is too long. Repair, HP because no armor. This because you don't really get rammed that often. Spotting, mobility, and I like to have adrenaline on for a long time. So, that's the Leo. And I will start the replay. And so, another thing that I also wanted to touch on was kind of this well, I'll skip forward so that we can actually get into the battle. But we're gonna see here that our heavies are going heavy side. I'm going med side because there's one mid, and I want to make sure that he's dealt with. But other than that, this game is gonna develop slowly, and this is something about the Leo that you have to learn like while you're playing it, is that it shines a lot late game. Like, you can light early game and you can do some crossing damage, but you're never really going to be that influential until people are low and you have the mobility over them. Because if heavies are low and you're low, you have a crazy advantage. And that will come into play later. But there's a 62 there, the E50M's there. I think immediately that because the TDs are spotted near their spawn and the Fosh gets spotted there, I get lucky for not getting shot by him. But I'm just like, whatever, I'll just YOLO the 62, I can burn some hit points at this point. He bounces me, I get lucky, but I'm just going to consistently pen these shots, it's fine. I'd rather get shot by him than the Fosh. And so that happens, I hear the Fosh fire. I get kill on the 62. And he's probably going to be reloaded his next shot in the clip, so I'm going to wait for that to happen to look at my teammate. I get a pen. No track, though. I was aiming for the track. It's disappointing. I probably wouldn't have had the pen to go through the track and the armor, so I guess it's fine. 183 doesn't pen me. Get a bad shot in the IS-7, and you can see this game is developing pretty slowly. Our heavies aren't really doing anything much that's productive. Their IS-7's in their spawn, so that's going to be an impediment. We're just going to deal with this Fosh really quick. And my teammate doesn't pin his shot, so I'm going to finish it off. But in those situations, I also want to point out that if you can kill a tank and it doesn't benefit you to move, that you really shouldn't move. I know that this is something kind of obvious, but just to aim, because like in a lot of the situations, you're going to find yourself not wanting to actually like sit still because you're feeling anxious, and you have to like let go of that a lot of the time. I bounce the egg, and immediately I'm a one shot to like half the tanks in their team, so I can't poke. But that's the last shot I think I'm going to take this game. And from here, the heavies just start dying. This IN-7 is going to be kind of a pain in the ass, but you're going to realize that I give him a little more space than I probably should have, but I realize that in the moment, and I make that decision consciously because it's kind of intentional. I pull back as I'm firing, and that was a lucky shot that penned either the dispersion or I aimed low, but either way. That YAG gets stuck, so I'm like, oh, I'll just poke to him. And I don't realize it at the time, but that was stupid. I should have just aimed, but the 183's there. He could have killed me here, I think. Yeah, that's the 183. But, yeah, and now the IS-7's going to go back toward their spawn. We're in a good position to win right now, but I don't really feel like poking to the IS-7, not only because I don't want to lose HP, but because, where is he? The E50M is low, and I'm on 3k damage, and I can still get some more damage out. So, I'm like, what if I let the IS-7 just alone for a while so I can farm damage? And this game actually gets a lot closer than that play would probably be warranted with, but I just want to point out that's literally how I got the top damage IS-4 game, is I let this other tank be alone with another tank, even though you probably shouldn't do that, like it's unethical, but it gets you more damage. I'm just gonna farm these guys as they cross, because for some reason they still are not looking at me. I should have aimed lower or higher, I don't know why that didn't pin, but it's my bad, the gun's fine. And now they killed all their heavies. My teammate is, if I can get out of the scope, is alone against that IS-7. Yeah, and so now I'm just continuing to farm the heavies because because I'm being stupid. I'm like, if I just like I'm like I could probably carry this alone. I mean, I was counting on him finishing off that IS-7 anyway, because he's like, oh, it has this much HP. I'm like, I'll just clip him, pen all your shots, and he did. And this 183 is gonna die. I know that this isn't the most detailed game, but I just want to make a video to have a video out. I get a shot into the VK. This is not a good play, and I realize immediately that if I stay here, I'm probably going to die. I'm gonna try to get a shot on the E100. I light him, but there's no line of sight, so I'm like, nah. I'm gonna run back around, and my teammate's gonna cap because he's not gonna be much use on only 78 HP. Not that I'm much use either, but I have more mobility, so I think that, like, that's the better play. I light the VK again, so I'm gonna get lit again. I'm gonna see if I can light the E100. Just waiting for my homie to go cap here, but yeah, I don't really do much more damage this game, but I'm just trying to light here, like ready to fall off. Yep, there's the E100. I light him, he lights me. It's fine. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is, you can see right here how the Leo does like really well late game, because usually, like, if not even if they're low, but if they have poor mobility, you can reset your camo constantly, just be a pain in their ass. And that's basically what I'm going to do. And we're capping here, so they're gonna want to push the cap, and I can just get a cross shot over here because they're gonna have to push through there. So I light them again. I'm gonna wait till I'm unspotted. They're looking at me, so I'm like, nah. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it. That E100 is there, but he's still going for the cap. This VK is dumb. And that's basically the game. Yeah. And now, my teammates like, go cap, go cap. And in this situation, I would say to anybody that you should probably cap to be safe, but I'm stupid, so I'm gonna get the kill. But I just thought I'd make a video, because why not? Just have a video up. Yeah, that's the Leo, 6.4-ish. And that's how you can be a parasite very easily. Mastery, I don't know. I mean, but yeah, that's why I love the Leo so much, is because I've just gotten so used to the style of play where you can't do good in the Leo if your team does too well, because that's never what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to die quickly for you in the Leo. Not quickly, but they're supposed to die so that you can farm off them, basically. And I'll probably make a more extensive video on this later, but that's basically how you play the Leo if you want to get high damage. I have, let's check Blitz stars. I know that you won't be able to see it because I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I have 3.8k WNA in 30 day. But yeah, that's basically all from me. Yeah, that was a good Leo game. I'm gonna make more videos. See ya.